Welcome to Uplift, inspiring stories to uplift the world. I am Gemma Serenity Gorokoff, your host, and today we have the honor of having Jessica Ogle joining us. Jessica is a passionate certified life coach from the prestigious IAP Career College, with an additional supportive life coaching certification from Edgar Casey ARE. As a conscious channel and intuitive life coach, she possesses a unique ability to guide individuals in embracing their intuition and navigating the complexities of life's awakening process. With genuine dedication, Jessica helps people identify and harness the power of their inner voice, allowing them to make informed decisions and find clarity amidst life's challenges. With a heartfelt desire to share her expertise, Jessica's coaching journey is a profound testament to her commitment to empowering others to unlock their true potential and lead a life filled with purpose and self discovery. Jessica, welcome. Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
here today.
Thank you so much, Gemma. Thank you for having me. I'm
Absolutely.
excited.
Me too. Beautiful. Okay, so today on Uplift, we're going to focus on your awakening journey. What was life a little bit like a few line about your life before that led to your awakening and how is
Oh,
after? What happened?
oh my. Well, that's a very big story to share. I would say that my life before my awakening came to through the Christ consciousness. So before I was, we were very active in our church and, just activities. And I love God. So just that was the routine of just, being a happy family, doing the day to day life, making sure everything gets done, supper gets cooked, laundry gets folded. Um, and I was just doing my thing, I was just living my life. And I've always been that person that has a lot of energy. I'm the optimistic optimist. I am that person. Either you love me or you hate me because I'm just like, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. I'm just always been just encouraging. And so, um, that was just kind of my personality, who I was. I still am that person, but much more now. Um, but I was going full throttle. I was full steam, but right before my the shift took place for my awakening to begin, I was super, super high energy. I mean, I was just going and go. I'm talking about, well, my sister, she actually asked me, she said, are you on drugs? And I'm like, no, this is just me. Cause it was almost like I was on some kind of speed because I was going so fast and doing so many things. I was doing it all with joy and happiness and excitement, but I was just hyper speed. And, December 24th, Christmas Eve of 2020, my body crashed. And it crashed because I'm going at this hyper speed, but I don't eat a whole lot. I eat enough to sustain, and I think it just completely petered out on me. It just crashed. And I woke up on the 24th vomiting. And for the next 19 days, that's all I did. The doctors, were sitting at my bedside with their legs crossed and their notes, and they don't know what's going on. They can't figure it out. They've run all kinds of, they even scanned my brain thinking it might be something neurological. And I was a little disappointed that they did not find anything special when they scanned it. I thought, because maybe there was a little heart or something in there that they missed, but whatever. But everything, everything, all the tests today, they could not come up with any answers. And I'm literally just at a point of exhaustion that I'm sitting up in the hospital bed, I'm leaning over and throwing up, or I'm dry heaving, and I'm laying right back down. It's just semi conscious. this 19 days of this, probably, I would say on average about every 20 minutes, I would get up and dry heave or throw up. It was just a constant thing. And they ended up, they diagnosed me with CVS, which is not the pharmacy. It is cyclic vomiting syndrome. And that is a very broad umbrella of just saying you're throwing up, but we don't know why. Because
Okay.
yeah, anything could be a contributing factor to it. So, um, moving forward from that, I came home. I was able to keep enough fluids. I Gatorade junkie, keeping fluids. So they sent me home. They gave me meds, and I just had to write it out. There is no fix for CVS. It has to take its course. So if an episode goes full bloom, well, that means you're going to be vomiting for several days. It's just not fun at all. Um, and I had that episode from that first initial trauma of sickness, where I had been in the bed so much. I had traumatized the ulnar nerve in both of my arms, and I actually had to have surgery on this hand because my hand, it still curls up. Um, so there was a lot coming with that. Um, when I finally did get better, they did take my gallbladder out, and it did start getting better. Um, I was back to getting healthy, focusing on the family, doing my thing, and then I had about a month later, I had another episode. And this episode of CVS, it lasted for 8 days. And like I said, I, when the episode goes full bloom, you have to just write it out. And in that episode is when I was laying in my bed, and I have a window right above my bed. And I'm laying in my bed going through this, like every 20 minutes. Ugh, it's horrible. I had no energy for anything else but just to lay there. And the day had gone and it was nighttime. And I remember looking up, and through my window, I could see the moon.
Hmm.
And see, if you ask my mama, she'll tell you two things. She'll tell you, first thing is she found me under a rock. And this, yes. And the second thing is I always lived in the clouds. So I love the moon. I still howl at the moon. I just howled at it last night. I was so ticked I found it. It has disappeared for the last few nights, and I found it last night, and yes, me and the kids, we was howling at it. So, anyways, um, I looked up, and I'm just in this semi-conscious state, and I'm literally just sprawled out on my bed, and I look up and I see the moon, and I hear the moon speak to me.
Okay.
And in this moment, I'm like, I, I don't even have enough strength in me to question. I'm so exhausted, so depleted. And the moon, I don't remember exactly what it said, but I can tell you that it, it told me who I was. And it was like, you're going to be okay. It's going to be all right. It was very comforting. But I was just like, okay, I guess. Because, like I said, I didn't even have strength to question it. But then that was the night that I felt it was in that lucid, semi-conscious state where I was still seeing the moon, that pop inside, right at the solar plexus. Now, for me, for years, and again, my mama can attest, she can witness for me. Thank you, mama, by the way. Um, I always would tell her, I've got this ball of energy inside of me, and I can feel it, and it's driving me nuts. I wish it would just pop. I wish it would just and be done with, because sometimes I could feel it and it would stir. It would just stir inside, and I'm like, I knew what it was, and I don't know how I knew what it, I don't know how I knew to claim it as a ball of energy, but I just did for years. And I would tell mama, I'm like, I wish it would just pop and leave me alone, because it would creep up sometimes. And so I felt it pop. And when it did, I'm laying in my bed and I'm sprawled out. I have no strength at all. And it almost felt like it was like a pulsating star. It was like this, I just pulsated. And that's all. It was just like, and it was just steady. And I don't really remember even if it stopped or anything. I just remembered, I think I went to sleep is what happened. But I just remember feeling that pop take place, and then just that boom, 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 and that was it. And then that episode ended, and um, just coming out of being in that kind of state where I was not able to do anything. I wasn't able to cook. I wasn't able to clean. I wasn't able to set up appointments, answer emails, text, anything. I wasn't able to do anything. And for somebody like me, I'm always out there. I'm always like, I'm that little light in my own little bubble, and I'm like, I'm out there and I'm interacting and I'm doing stuff, and I was completely stopped. And when I finally got my health back again, this time, because I had just gone through the 19 days and then having to go through another 8 of this constant vomiting, I was kind of in this state of fear, like, is it going to happen again? Now, when I am no Job, I cannot handle that. It was so much. But then again, at the same time, I knew that if I had to, I would, because every time when I was so down, I would be in the hospital shower. I didn't know I was gonna get emotional. I would be at the hospital shower, sitting in the floor,
It's okay.
crying out, "God, I am no Job. Either take me or make me well, but do not leave me here." And that was my strength. That was my strength of knowing that, having that connection with him, that it doesn't matter what is going to happen, what's going on. I am pleading with you, please either heal me or take me.
Yeah.
But at this
Heal me or
point,
take me.
I am crying out, I can't handle anymore. And so after coming out of that second round of the CVS episodes, um, I had fear in me. I was scared. I didn't want it to happen again. And then it started. I was getting better. Thank by the grace, because I was getting better, and I was finally finding my joy, like building up my joy again, because I dance and I sing, and those that know me know this, so being who I was when I came out of that, I was so down. I just wasn't who I was. And
Mhm.
then I had this unfamiliar fear that I've never felt before. I haven't been through anything like that before. So
Mhm.
I had this unfamiliar fear with me of don't let it happen again. I don't want to go through that. And so
Mhm.
things started getting better. My health started getting better. Um, and it was like a month,
Mhm.
and I was back up and running. But my home expectation from my husband and my 5 sons um, was right back to what it was before I ever got sick. And I wasn't able to stick to that standard anymore, because now I can feel it. I had the surgery. on my left arm from my ulnar nerve. Both of my hands suffered trauma from where I laid in bed for so long. My strength, my physical strength is just not there anymore. And that started to really weigh on me. And I started asking them, hey, I need you to pull your weight a little more. I need you to help out. Because, I was just mama. I was just like, boop, 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 boop. I was the grease on the gears.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like
Yes,
the magic wand, everything is always done, just the
right.
perfect one,
Exactly.
answering everybody's expectation except yours.
Yes. Yes, yes. And that,
Wow. So that actually led you to open up in a way you never did before to your, I would say, your divinity, because that prayer, either heal me or take me, that is a desire to get better one way or another. Like, okay, we cannot do that anymore. I'm done. I got the lesson. Can we move on, please? Because
yes.
I'm not going to do that any longer. And
Beautifully put.
coming,
Yes.
thank you. And from that moment on, previously talking, receiving the comfort from the moon, receiving that, trusting God to show up one way or another, either heal me or take me. And from that place, going through all your surgery and everything, now you are a different person. And by being a different person, having actually touched rock bottom, that allowed you to have your awakening, discovering who you truly are, go through your life coaching, new career, go,
Yes.
I mean, give it meaning with your own experience, and now be ready to help others find
Yes.
their awakening. How
And it's
beautiful.
and it's funny because my I am a certified life coach now. Yes, ma'am. And I do have my supportive certification through Edgar Casey's ARE. And if y'all don't know who that is, you need to check him out. He's awesome. Edgar Casey. He's the man. Okay. So um, it's funny though, because with, being a mother of 7 children, you can only imagine that I'm always busy. There's always something to do. But even 15 years ago, I was looking into being certified as a life coach because of the personality that I had, and I would have people that would come back and be like, "Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you so much for helping me because of you, I am here now." And it's such a gift. It's such a blessing to be able to help. And that's the life coach. It has been a journey longer than I had thought it was going to be. I just, had kind of dabbled and looked into it, but then, like you said, with my certification with AIP, um, I took it for the education, the learning aspect of it, the professional side of it, but also took it for the credibility because I want people to know that I do take this very seriously. It is a passion of mine. It is something that I am definitely called to do, but it's something I want everybody to know that I do take very seriously as well.
Hmm.
Yes.
That's beautiful. Thank you for doing that. So now you have your golden light, intuitive life coaching with
Yes.
Jessica Ogle.
I know. I can't believe.
That is just awesome. Business owner, entrepreneur, life coach, mother of seven. Like, okay,
Is that me you're
you.
talking about? Wait, what?
It is just amazing. So you have your website running,
I do.
goldenlight.jessicaogle.com. We will update in your description along the life and along whatever comes. later on to make sure that whatever is now is reflected in your description, and you really are available to help women, men, those who are ready for their awakening, ready for their breakthrough,
Yes,
to
absolutely.
actually walk, step into their greatness.
Yes, and not just step into their greatness, but step into it without fear and step into it with understanding. It's because the way that it works is when you are, and our energetic bodies are always communicating with our physical bodies, and our physical bodies communicate back. It is a work. It is we have a physical body and energetic body. Don't believe me? It's scientifically proven. It's the biofield, the aura. You can see it. They can register it. They just can't harness the energy, or else we could charge our own phones. But but yes, and it's taking it's when I say you're unlock the world of your intuition, that means let's open it up. Let's step in, not with fear. Let's step in with understanding and start working to train ourselves to understand how that communication works back and forth. But then it's also that energetic body that's speaking back and understanding it, and our energetic body speaks through our physical body. You ever had a gut feeling?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, okay. There's one. That's one right there. Or what about I don't know, just a very strong sensation something's fixing to happen.
Absolutely,
Or a big one, a dream that came true.
absolutely.
All right. Or hold on, I got one more for you. Let's see. Um, oh, knowing something's about to happen before it does.
Definitely.
Yes, my husband does that a lot more than he likes to admit. But yeah, he's like, I don't know. And then it happens and he's like, did you see that? I got ESPN too. You know, or he has deportes, I think. I have the two. Anyways, that's inside joke. But yeah, so that's how the energetic body is speaking to you. It's speaking through the physical body. It's just us recognizing it and being able to identify it. And that's what my Edgar Casey certification helps me because it brings the spiritual and the science, and it brings it together. It brings the unseen and the scientifically proven together to show how they actually work together. There's much more around us and much more about us than we realize. And my intuitive life coaching is for awakening. Yes, ma'am. You got it.
That is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for having embraced your divinity, I would say your gifts, your entire multi-layer body, spiritual, physical, emotional, all together as one gigantic being. Thank you for
And
embracing that and for revealing that in others.
and thank you thank you for thanking me. I appreciate I appreciate that acknowledgement because if it wasn't for everybody that's saying this and everybody that's in the world, I wouldn't be here right now.
Of
So
course.
I'm here because I want to help. I want to put myself out there. I need to. And I appreciate you acknowledging that, but I'll be honest, I just feel overwhelming. I'm overwhelmed with honor that
Oh,
I
that's
can
beautiful.
sit here and be able to share my story. And my story actually has a lot of wild, fascinating stories in them. So, um, but to share them and to share them with you and with everybody, that's a different level. And I am um, I am so comfortable and confident in what I have learned already in my awakening that I'm good being here with you. And I'm
That's
I'm
good.
I'm excited about it, but it's just I'm very honored as well. So thank you too for having me. Mwah.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you for doing that, for doing us the honor of uplifting our spirits through your
Yes.
life experience. Because it
Gosh,
has been rough.
yes.
It has been rough for a lot of us, if not all of us. And hearing that, yes, you get better even when it feels that it's the worst. And then, yes, you are going to help them on their awakening journey if they are ready to break through now.
If it with the uplift I would like to leave is this, and that is no matter what trauma you have gone through, no matter what pain you hold on to, learning to identify that voice of intuition, taking control over your energetic body, you can remove that negative low level energy of trauma, of fear, of the things that are holding you back. And it's not as hard as you think. So that's what I want to leave everybody. I want that to uplift you. I want that to inspire you that you can do it. It can be done. Joy and happiness and fun and all of this stuff that just makes you excited and gives you butterflies in your belly. It can be yours, and it's not that difficult. It really isn't. And thank you for giving me that gift to be able to share that. That's so beautiful and it's so beautiful in itself.
Thank you so much, Jessica. Thank you for joining us today. We really
Welcome,
all
Gemma.
appreciate you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Gemma, for having me, and have a beautiful rest of the day, girl.
You too. Thank you,
Thank
Jessica.
you.